I'm going to call this Lessons for Law of Attraction. Have you heard about the 3 laughing monks of China? These 3 monks went from village to village, stood in the market, and started to laugh until others joined into their infectious joy. Eventually, they would move on to the next town and do the same. Their names are not known. They did no teaching, just this action of laughing, deep, full-body belly laughs that spread to others. This story of the 3 laughing monks is a beautiful and profound lesson about life, joy, and the essence of living in the present, which is something they often say to manifest, be in that present moment. It illustrates how something as simple as laughter can serve as a transformational force in society. The monks, by not using words and merely sharing the infectious joy of laughter, helped teach that life was not to be taken too seriously. They embodied the idea that life itself is a cosmic joke and that humor has the power to connect people in a way that words often cannot. One day, when one of the monks passed away, the other 2 started to laugh instead of mourning. Later it was found out there was a prank that he played and that his laughter continues even after his body is gone. In essence, the monks teach that joy is a state of being, not just an emotion that comes in rare moments. By living with laughter and celebrating every moment of life, they show how that can transcend all circumstances, even death. They invite us to embrace the cosmic joke of existence without fear or sadness, and to recognize that laughter is a sacred and transformative gift. Now, what was that prank? It is said that the monk who had passed had asked his companions not to change his clothes when he passed away, and to not care for his body. That the monk who had passed away had previously asked his companions not to change his clothes and not to care for his body when he did pass, which they honored as a last wish, and that when his body was put on the funeral pyre, they became aware that he had hidden many things under his clothes, and those things started to go off. Chinese fireworks. So the whole village laughed, and those 2 said, "You rascal, you've died, but again you've defeated us. Your laughter is the last." Now that's a wonderful story regardless, but can you imagine the energy and frequency they lived on, the pure happy emotion they felt, and transmitted so often that it also transferred to others? They can teach us a lot about life and also the law of attraction. When you think about your frequency, just ask yourself, how am I feeling? Usually when you're feeling a lot more light and in the positive emotional register, your frequency is probably pretty good. When you find yourself really undone by a lot of worries, negative thoughts, and negative emotions, your frequency is lower at that time. So just a little check-in anytime you can do this. How am I feeling right now? To know what your frequency is. And we know these 3 men, these 3 monks, had something to teach us about that.